The rumors surrounding Odell Beckham Jr. and the New York Football Giants are heating up, and we're going to break them down in today's show. But I want to get you guys involved early on in today's video. Do you want Odell Beckham Jr. back on the New York Football Giants? Type OBJ for yes, or type NOBJ for no. What up, real ones? You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. We have a whole bunch of Odell Beckham Jr. rumors to break down on today's show because there was a rumor that came out that Brian Daboll has been FaceTiming free agent wide receivers. And then this tweet came out this morning from NYG Rumors and News that per source, wide receiver Odell Beckham has been in contact with the Giants front office at least once within the last few weeks. There is mutual interest for him to return. Look, I don't know how real this tweet is, but my job here at New York Giants Now is to gather all of the news and rumors out there and present them to you guys and give my take. Look, it's not surprising that the Giants and Odell are linked and have mutual interest if this is true. And we'll show you why, because the rumors have been heating up for a couple of weeks. And Aaron Wilson this morning of Pro Football Network said that Brian Daboll has been FaceTiming with free agent wide receivers. Who's a free agent wide receiver? Odell Beckham Jr. We'll also show you the top 5 remaining NFL free agent wide receivers later in the show, and I'll give you some other names that Brian Daboll could have been FaceTiming with, according to Aaron Wilson. But remember on Friday of this past week, this tweet that went viral, shout out to license plate guy, the GOAT of the New York Giants fans. He said on Twitter, hey, OBJ, stop playing around already and get your ass back to New York Giants. The Giants need you, and you want to win a ring here. It will take a few years, but a 3-year contract should do the trick. And Odell Beckham Jr. responded and said, show me the ... Show me the money is what he was saying. You know the deal, and I'll be on my way with 10 tummy bags. That was this past Friday. But a couple of weeks ago, on Instagram, a fan commented on one of Odell Beckham Jr.'s pictures and said, come back to New York, we need you. ASAP, no Rocky. And Odell Beckham Jr. replied, that was fire emojis. We'll see. I do miss my damn squad. Wanted to win a ring for that city. And then this picture came up on Twitter today. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's not real. But according to Aaron Wilson, Brian Daboll has been FaceTiming with free agent wide receivers. That guy with the purple hair, he's a free agent wide receiver. And there's Brian Daboll with that bald, shiny head of his. Look, I don't know if that's real or not. You could type R for real in the comments or F for fake in the comments. But what I do know is real is that Odell Beckham, when he was with the New York Giants, was one of the best players in the National Football League. I mean, that rookie season, 91 receptions, 1,300 yards, and 12 TDs in 12 games. What about after that? 96 grabs for 1,450 for 13 TDs. From 2014 to 2016, Odell Beckham Jr. could have made a case that he was the most valuable player outside of the quarterback position. When the Giants last made the playoffs, it was in 2016. And the team strategy there was get stops, keep the game within a one-possession game in the fourth quarter, and hope Odell Beckham Jr. makes a play. He's not that same guy, but the guy that we saw with the Los Angeles Rams is still one of the best receivers in the NFL when he's healthy. Still coming back from that ACL injury. Probably won't play until, I would guess, around November or December towards ACL in the Super Bowl. But I'm expecting him to come back with a chip on his shoulder and still be that great player. I'd love for New York to come back, and we'll take a look at the depth chart and why it makes some sense in a second. But first, honestly, guys, I have a bone to pick with you. We play the Dallas Cowboys this week on Monday Night Football, and here at Chat Sports, we have a Dallas Cowboys channel. It's called the Cowboys Report, and they have more subs than us this week. And personally, that pisses me off a little bit. I don't just want to beat them on the football field and go 3-0 for the first time since 2009. I want to beat the Cowboys report in subs this month. So if you love the Giants and you're looking for a one-stop shop on YouTube that does nothing but cover the Giants and post videos every single day, hit that big red button. If you're not looking for that and you just hate Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, go down right now and hit that big red button. The Odell Beckham Jr. rumors, they're coming out at a great time, to be honest with you, because the Giants, they could use another receiver. Wan'Dale Robinson is still battling with that injury that he suffered in week 1, that knee injury. And some of the guys, like Kenny Golladay, haven't lived up to the bill. I don't even know why I still have him as wide receiver 1 on this depth chart. I should put David Sills there because he had the most snaps out of any wide receiver this past week. Kenny Golladay just had 2 snaps. So I could see why the Giants would be interested in Odell Beckham Jr. I could see also why that the Giants would be interested in signing another wide receiver. We'll get to some guys they can look at in a second. Shepard has been good. I saw Tony do some things last week. I thought his workload increase and his production is going to increase. I want to see Wan'Dale Robinson out there, but Richie James has been taking care of his opportunities. I think you could add another player to this room, and they could get back on track. I also want to tell you guys about our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. When you go to chatsports.com/bet and use that promo code, chat125, they're going to hook you guys up with a 125% deposit bonus. They're going to give you a free $125 if you deposit $100 when you go to chatsports.com/bet and use the promo code chat125. Do those 2 things, and they'll hook you up with some free money. Go to chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125. So I want to go back to this. Aaron Wilson of Pro Football Network said that Daboll has been FaceTiming with free agent wide receivers. The rumors are that it's Odell Beckham. But look, he's not the only wide receiver that's a free agent still in this league. There's some guys that when you see their faces here in a second, you're going to be like, these are some good football players. But there's a reason that we're into September and almost October, and they're not on a football team. You got Will Fuller, who has not been able to stay healthy throughout his NFL career, but when he plays, he usually produces. He's a deep threat. I could see him making some sense here. T.Y. Hilton, a good slot receiver. Father Time is definitely tugging on the back of his jersey. Not the same guy he was with Indianapolis at one point, but I think he still would be a serviceable wide receiver. We know who OBJ is. D.D. Westbrook last played with the Minnesota Vikings. Didn't really get that many opportunities, but he's definitely a name. And there's also Deshaun Jackson. Other wide receivers that you could look at, Laquan Treadwell. I don't really know if he's got anything left in the tank. Isaiah Ford, Mohamed Sanu, Deshaun Jackson, Willie Snead, Adam Humphries, Keelan Cole, John Ross. He was with the New York Giants last year. Maybe Greg Ward. What'd you say? Des Bryant, Antonio Brown. I mean, look, the wide receiver market is dry right now. Look, it's October almost. There's not going to be that many players out there. Cole Beasley was a guy that I thought made some sense at one point, but he just signed with the team. I also thought that Emmanuel Sanders could have made sense at one point. He's got ties to Daboll and Joe Shane, but he retired. I mean, of these guys on the list, the one that I would probably want the most is D.D. Westbrook because he's the youngest. But I could be talked into T.Y. Hilton. I don't know about Deshaun Jackson. I hate Deshaun Jackson. Actually, let's type F Deshaun Jackson in the comment section right now. I'll never forgive him for what he did. I'm not even going to bring up the game. You know what I'm talking about. I can't forgive him for that. F Deshaun Jackson. Look, there's not a lot of talent left, but I want you guys to go deep into your bag right here. Go put on your GM hat. Be Joe Shane. Name a wide receiver the Giants should sign. Of the guys out there, I mean, John Ross would be an interesting name. He's been here before. I know it's not the same system. He's got that game-breaking speed. Greg Ward, he's a guy that's played in the NFC East for a while. I mean, there's not that many talented names. If you want it to be OBJ, type 13 in the comment section right now. Also, give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_, because, guys, I'm less than 20 followers away from getting to 2,000 followers, and I want as many people on my Twitter that love the New York Giants that I can follow back. So I'll do this. Everybody that follows me from today's video, I'll give you a follow back. Follow for follow, gang. Let's ride. Give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_.